Hi guys, in this video and in this series I want to teach you how to work with text, mine text, and perhaps learn some interesting patterns and information from your text. So in this first video I think we're going to just learn how to read in text. Now there are various forms text can come in. This will be the most simple that you can get off the ground with. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to start with a single text document. In fact, we're going to go and find some article anywhere you like, copy and paste it into Notepad, save it as a .txt file, and then move that file into your working directory. So where is your working directory? Well, when you're in R, you can always check that file path like this, okay? So this is the text file that I'm going to be working with. So I went and found an article that was interesting to me, and I copied and pasted it into Notepad, and then I did a file save, and I saved it as a .txt file. And as you can see, I only have text here, okay? So having saved this as PL for whatever reason, I then move the file into my working directory folder, okay, and that'll assure the smoothest kind of transition into the next step, which is reading the text into R. So we're working with a single document. This is the very basics, okay? So there's this function called the read lines. And all you need to give it, although there are a few arguments and options, is in quotes the name of the file. So long as it's in your working directory, you don't have to worry about it giving it an extensive file path. Okay, so if I do this, what this function does, it actually reads in line by line the text from the document. So if we go back to the document, the way I actually ended up pasting this in created 7 lines, including this empty line. Okay, so read lines will treat each line as a separate element in a vector of characters, or a character vector. Okay, so in fact, if I actually look at the structure of this very quickly, I will see that this is a character vector with 7 elements, and each of the elements was a separate line in the original text document. Okay, that's all well and good. But what I need to do is actually treat this document that I'm going to be working on and mining eventually as one element, not as separate lines. So the lines don't have any special purpose for me to split them up this way. So in order to do this, I can use paste, which is another very useful function. Okay, so I'm going to paste, and then inside the paste I'm going to do exactly what I did with the read lines. Okay, and in paste there's an argument called collapse, and what it will do is it will collapse all the elements of this vector into one, and I can tell it what character or characters to place between each of those elements. Okay, so I'm going to choose to put a space. Makes sense. You can choose whatever you like. Now if I hit enter here, I'm going to get the print out of it. And as you can see now, I have just one element as opposed to the 7. And it's basically, I'll have to scroll all the way to the right to see the whole thing. As you can see, this collapsed all 7 of those lines into one. And you see the quotes at both ends. This is one character element, or a vector of length 1. Now from here I can begin or embark on my text mining. First maybe cleaning up the text, taking out things that are not interesting to me, and then kind of drilling down from there. Alright, but I just want this video to be about reading in these lines and then collapsing them. But so maybe we'll do a mini example to see exactly what just happened. I'll create a vector. Let's call it A. And as you can see, I've combined a bunch of words here that actually form a sentence. Hello world, I should have had a my in there. Name is R. Okay, so not grammatically correct, but if I look at A, you'll see that we have what, 5 elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and if I don't want them separated like this, split up like this, I can use that paste. Right? I can paste A, and I can use the collapse argument, and I can put spaces in between them, either with double or single quotes. It does not matter. And as you can see, now these 5 separated each by quotes became 1 separated by 1 set of quotes. Okay, and from here I can treat this as one element and kind of proceed from there. And that's exactly what we did with the full text document up here. Okay, so this would usually be your first step, although when we do text mining, we're not usually dealing with one document, unless it's a very large document like a whole book or of some sort. We're usually dealing with a whole bunch of text documents called a corpus, a collection of them. But we're building kind of the fundamentals here in this series. So this was how to read in one text document, okay? So be sure to follow this, the next few videos to see what I'm going to do with this document that I've imported, okay? Be sure to subscribe, share, and comment below.